Good evening. A multi-million-dollar fund is set to bolster the Illawarra's recreational fishing industry. $6 million has been allocated towards the Recreational Fishing Trust, helping to finance 40 projects across the state. The cash is set to go towards developing boat ramps and building improved facilities for fishers. Illawarra will be a single-use plastic bag-free zone from next week. The decision's caused mixed reviews online, with some locals saying the outlaw should have happened years ago. And the sale of the Berrima Jail has been met with backlash across the Southern Highlands. The Berrima Residents Association attempted to buy back the historic site but failed to secure the deal. Business Southern Highlands says they're obviously disappointed with the decision but look forward to seeing the positive economic impacts. 18 in Ulladulla. Good evening. 8 councils across the southwest are sharing in $200,000 for a much-needed technology upgrade. It will go towards digitising records, collecting data and managing future emergencies and disasters. Fire authorities are conducting a large-scale operation in the Wombat and Cobor forests to recover debris from the latest storms. Heavy machines will be in the area until July to clear roads and enable a safe and speedy responses to bushfires. And a 15-year-old Ballarat boy has inspired a $20,000 donation to fight against bone marrow failure. Blake Dryden has endured more than 5 years of the unrelenting disease. The organisation Blake's Army has been created to connect Aussie icons and businesses in the hopes of finding a cure or better treatments. Good evening. Mount Alexander will receive nearly $2 million to create more visually appealing streetscapes. The announcement was made from Taradale this morning, one of 6 suburbs in line for a facelift. The upgrades will include more trees, car parks and a splash of paint on the Back Creek Bridge. There'll also be a focus on more outdoor dining spaces to reinvigorate the local economy. Golden Plains, Hepburn and Moorabool Shire councils are sharing in $750,000 for a much-needed technology upgrade. It will go towards digitising records, collecting data and managing future emergencies and disasters. And Bendigo's biggest morning tea has helped raise more than $3,500 for the Cancer Council. The funds will go towards critical research and helping local patients through treatment. Good evening. A 24-year-old has had his car seized after admitting to trying to race police on Ginninderra Drive. Police spotted the driver travelling 161 kilometres an hour in an 80 zone. When officers tried to stop the driver, he said to police he thought they were his mates trying to race him despite being in a fully marked vehicle. The driver also admitting he'd only recently regained his licence back after prior speeding offences. He'll face court at a later date. The ACT government's announced the next plastic products it's planning to ban to help reduce waste. From July, single-use plastic straws, cotton buds with plastic sticks and oxo-degradable plastics like bags will no longer be sold or supplied in the ACT. And Floriade will return this year. Hello again. Investigations are underway into a crash that took the life of a man in Walkerville. Paramedics were called to reports of a vehicle crashed into a tree along Fish Creek, Walkerville Road yesterday evening. The driver and sole occupant, believed to be in his 70s, died at the scene. Police are now urging any witnesses to contact Crime Stoppers. Local primary schools are being encouraged to apply for one of 100 seedlings from the Lone Pine tree in Gallipoli. Clifton Creek Primary School has reapplied for a seedling after losing theirs in the 2019 Black Summer bushfire. Bass Coast Shire Council will be heading to Canberra next month to fight for fairer funding. The council will lobby the new federal government in hopes of receiving funding to help protect the region from climate change. Top of 16 in Bensdale. Hello again. A man has been stabbed after a brawl in Newcastle West. Police were called to Hunter Street at around 3:20 on Sunday morning after a fight between 2 men broke out. Police say a group of 20 people were seen walking the streets earlier that night when 2 of them started fighting. One man involved was stabbed in the abdomen and taken to hospital. A multi-million-dollar boost is on the way to recreational fishing industries in Newcastle. 40 new projects could receive a share in state governments to improve fishing platforms, facilities and research programs. And Shakespeare is coming to the region with Bell Shakespeare's The Comedy of Errors. According to director Janine Watson, the play is a comedic and heartfelt romp of swapped identities, misguided love and chaotic mishap.